we ran out of time. The approach you want to think about is just the same as with any other word problem. So step one is we're going to read the problem and understand what's going on. And essentially what's happening is we have a chemist who wants a 50% solution, but all the chemist has is some 40% and some 70%. And so he wants to mix these two together to get a 50%. And the question is, how much of the 70% does he have to add? So that's kind of our unknown. So we're going to, so the amount of 70% solution is our unknown, and we're going to call that x. And by amount, we mean volume. And so now, when it comes to writing our equation, we're going to use the amount of pure ingredient. And remember that we find the pure ingredient by multiplying the volume by the concentration. So if we look, we essentially have a 40% solution, and we have 20 liters of that. We have a 70% solution, and we don't know how many liters of that. That's our unknown. And we're going to add those two together. We're going to mix them, and we're going to get a 50% solution. And so if you think about it, the volume of 50% is going to be the sum of the 40 and the 70. So this is going to be 20 plus x. So now when it comes down to writing the equation, we're going to use the pure ingredient for each. So the pure ingredient in the 40% solution is 0.4 times 20. We're going to add that to the pure ingredient in the 70%, which is 0.7 times x. And that's going to equal the pure ingredient in the final solution, which is 0.5 times 20 plus x. So again, we're just adding these two solutions together to get a third. So you can kind of think of it as taking the 40% and 70% and dumping them into a new container and getting a 50% solution. So now we're going to solve this. We're going to first multiply by 10 so that we eliminate all the decimals. Now we will do our multiplication and our distribution. So we have 80 plus 7x equals 100 plus 5x. And then 2x equals 20. Not sure why that paused there, but it did. So then x is 10. And remember that x was the amount of 70% solution. So our answer is the chemist needs 10 liters of 70% solution.